So the other day, there was two partners in business. They were sitting down. And they were talking, and they asked me to be like the mediator. So what's going on? This is what's going on in the business. And they're going back and forth. So one partner says to the other partner, says, "Okay, you don't have to do that." Meaning they're discussing what his role in the company is. Saying you don't have to do that. You're doing this, doing that. You're doing so many things. So the partner says, "You don't have to do it. If you're complaining about it, you don't have to do it." He says, "No, I'm not complaining." He says, "But what gain do you have by doing A, B, and C, D if you're not getting paid extra for it?" So his answer was, "Honestly, I just love doing it." It was like numbers in the business, how to do this, how to do that. He loved numbers. So he was like basically the accountant. And with all the numbers, he loved doing it. He says, "Wait, you're not getting extra paid for that?" He says, "I don't care." He says, "Why not?" He says, "Because I just love numbers. I love to do it." "But you're working so much extra." He says, "I don't care. I love doing it." It's not. So I came out of that meeting with very, very unique understanding to a pasuk. What is it? Like this. The pasuk says about Yisachar, "Vayartem menucha ki tov, ha'etz ne'ema, vayet shechmo lizbo." What does that mean? Yisachar says, "I saw menucha was great. I saw menucha was good." Menucha means rest, chill out. Everybody wants to chill out. I mean, chill out. When's the next time I have a vacation? When's the next time I chill out? When's the next? Yisachar saw that. What does he say he did? He went ahead and he went to work in the Torah. He went to work to learn Torah. So it's a question, what do you mean? I thought you said menucha is good. What are you doing going to work? So you know what the answer is? The answer is very simple. Something that you love to do, you don't want to take off. Something that you love to do is menucha for you. That's the greatest pleasure. Something that you love to do. When you're at work or whatever you're doing and you love it, you're not working. It's not considered work. You just love what you do. Right? That's what this guy was saying. He was saying, "Look, I love numbers. I love to do it. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting extra. I don't care. I just love to do numbers." So therefore, that is his menucha. You know, a lot of people tell a guy, you see athletes and you study them like, what? 20 years the guy didn't go on a vacation. What's going on? He asked me after his retirement, "Why didn't you go on a vacation?" 20 years? What are you thinking? Go on a vacation. No, you understand? I love doing it. I love practice. I love the grind. I love practice. You have players. Some players, "Oh, I have to practice today. Oh my goodness, I don't want to practice. I'm tired. I'm this, that." Then you have the guy who loves what he does, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't wait. I'm waking up. I can't wait to practice. I can't." You have a guy working out, right? What are you doing? You're not tired. You're not this. Yeah. So I love it. What do you mean? You're sweating. What do you mean? When you love what you do, it's a menucha. It's the greatest thing. What does Yisachar teach us? The greatest menucha is the limud Torah. When you get the enjoyment of it, it's the greatest menucha. What does it say? Torah Hashem temimah, meshivat nafesh. Torah Hashem is temimah. Meshivat nefesh means it's a tranquility. Tranquility. It's like, how do you say? It's just, if a person, David HaMelech says, "Lule Toratcha she'ushwai, az avadi be'oni." What does that mean? If it wasn't for your Torah, I would have been lost I would have been lost. I would have been lost for what? I would have been lost if it wasn't for your Torah. What do you mean? Why would he have been lost? Because the Torah, all of a sudden, when he would open up the Gemara, or would open up the Homash, or would open up the Halacha, or he'd open up whatever it was, he just had a menucha. Now you're going to say, "Rabbi, sometimes I open up and not." So you have to develop the taste. I remember when I was 18 years old, we had a rabbi, I forgot what his name, but he got up and he says, "Do you like beer?" That was his question. I was like, what do you mean, like beer? Do you like beer? So everybody's looking like, "Not really." "Who likes beer?" Like, "Not really." Says, "But you see that people, they drink beer, right? What's going on? Do you like whiskey? Do you like you ever taste arak for the first time in your life? You're like, what was that? Give it to anyone for the first time. Like, they spit it out. You remember the first time you're like in shul, okay, whatever it is. Oh, by the way, hey, Muhammad, take it. You take it. You're like, You remember the first time? Oh no. First time you tasted any beer or alcohol, it's disgusting. You spit it out right away. Yes or no?
Yeah, 100%.
Every time, and it's, by the way, it's everybody in the world. You know, anybody in the world. Don't tell me. But wait, what do you mean? You see a guy, the guy is drinking away, like, yeah, I'll take a beer. You're ordering a beer, like, what are you doing? You're ordering a shot, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? The answer is, he tasted it once, he tasted it twice, he developed the taste of it, and now he's like, I can't wait to have a beer. What happened? You be those guys like on the beach, have a beer, on the beer, what are you doing? Oh, you don't know what an enjoyment it is. What enjoyment? Why is it enjoyment? I don't understand. I don't understand. The answer is he developed the taste of the beer. Right? Same thing by Torah. A person has to know the Torah is the sweetest thing ever. The Hora Hayim Kadosh, the Rosh Hashiva Mikdash Melech would come every few months and speak during Seudah Shlishi. We went to Israel. He was the Rosh Hashiva. He had a Mikdash Melech was here. He had one in Brooklyn and one in Yerushalayim. And he would go to Yerushalayim, and in Yerushalayim he would tell us this every single time. He says, if a person would know the sweetness of the Torah, if he would taste the sweetness of the Torah, he would be so addicted, he wouldn't be able to do anything else but learn. If he tasted the sweetness of the Torah, if he had it, he would be head over heels. Just he won't be able to think about anything else but Torah. That's Torah Hayim HaKadosh. He says that he would leave everything. He would leave everything behind. Look, Ben Azai. Look at Ben Azai. It says in the Torah, the Gemara says Ben Azai, he couldn't do anything but learn. Why? He was addicted. You got to get addicted to learning. You're talking about, how do I get addicted to learning? What should I do to get addicted to learning? So there's two ways. I'll tell you two ways. I'll tell you one way and I'll tell you the other way. One way you get addicted to the learning is if a person works hard and cracks it and understands it and let's say he wants to enjoy the Gemara. One way, I'm going to tell you two ways. You can choose which way. Both ways work. One way is where you're cracking the Gemara and you're working hard to figure out. You open up the Gemara, you see Rashi, you see this word. Why did Rashi say this extra? What does Rashba want with this word? Why did he? You start comparing the Rishonim and you could come out with Hadushim that you never heard of, you never thought of in your life. You're like, wow, you're flying high, you can't even fall asleep. That's one way. One way is where you're cracking the piece. Let's say, for example, you take a piece of Gemara from here to here, and you go over it. You understand it. You know well. Then you go crack the Rashi. Then you go ayin. Then you go in depth, and then you go into the Tosafot. Then you go in depth, and then you go more and more. And you medekdek each one, and you're trying to figure out why do you say this extra word? Why do you say one extra line? Why do you say one extra? I'm serious. And you do that, you'll see. Wow, like you're preparing a shiur. I remember they told me in yeshiva, you're up. What am I up? I'm up on deck to play baseball. No, you're up. And next week you're giving the habura, the shiur. I'll never forget. I get there. It's like, what am I giving it on? This piece. They showed me the piece from here to here. I remember that night. I couldn't fall asleep until 2 or 3 in the morning. I legit couldn't fall asleep. I couldn't. Not because I was tired, but just it was so juicy. I remember I opened up the Gemara, I saw the Rashi, I saw the Tosafot, I started opening up the Rishonim, I saw the Meiri. I said, wait, why did Meiri say different than Rashi in the explanation of the Gemara? Then I went, oh, you know why? Because the way he explained the Gemara previously was like this, and therefore he gets like this. And you go, wow! That's one way. You want another way? I'll tell you another way. Another way is where you take a piece, just a small piece, and you go over it again and again and again and again and again until you get it clear. Then you go to the next piece, and then you do it again, and then you get it clear. You go to the next piece, and you go over and over, and it feels so good. The more you review it again and again and again, the more you're going to love it. The more you're going to love it. I told you, there was a guy in yeshiva, he didn't know what to do, he was whatever. Says, what's going on? He wanted his son to get involved, like he couldn't. So he hired a tutor. The tutor told him, we're not focusing on anything but this. And they did one daf the whole year. One daf. You know what it is, one daf a whole year? But he had such a desire after that to learn another daf. Because he got it again and again and again and again and again. Rabbi Victor Miller says it's like bread. What's bread? If you were to eat bread and just put it in your mouth, like chew it again, like chew it. Let it like saturate in your mouth. It tastes so much sweeter because bread is a starch, it turns into sugar, and it's just so sweet. If you just like eat bread and you just swallow, okay. But if you eat bread and you just like enjoy it, then you taste the sweetness of the bread. You'll taste it. So too with the Gemara, he says, if you taste it again and again and again and again and again and again, you start enjoying it so much more. You really do. And therefore we come back to Yisachar. Yisachar said, I see menuha is so good. I see menuha, I see rest is so good. What does he do? He goes to learn. He says, because that is menucha. That is my enjoyment. It's like a guy, when he enjoys what he's doing, he's not working. He's not working. You're working if you enjoy what you're doing? No. This is my vacation. There's the guy. What are you doing? I'm going to go on my vacation. This is my vacation. When I go to the office, whatever it is, I go to the office, I'm sitting down, I'm working. That's my vacation. I love it. I just can't do without it. So when you love what you do, it's a menuha. It's a menuha. And that's what Yisachar was teaching us. Yisachar is saying, what's my menuha? What's my oneg? What's my ta'anug? What's my pleasure? What did he say? Learning. It's great. Develop the learning. Develop it. Again, try it. Do whatever you can until you get it. And you get it? What do we pray every day? Sweeten us your Torah for us. When you have the sweetness of the Torah, there's no stopping you. You just can't stop. You can't stop. You can't stop. Let's go. We'll learn more. You get addicted. Have a great day.